hard to win. It's hard to win. He keeps saying that to me. It's like, they're finding out when it's our games, our conference, any conference, it's, there's good coaches, there's good players everywhere, and every week is a challenge. So, I don't think we played our best in certain areas at times tonight, but we played hard, and the guys continue to play hard. And we ran the ball, controlled the game with our running game a little bit, and got a nice win. So we're happy with that. On to the next one.
For the defense, they did a lot with turnovers the last few games, but no turnovers.
Yeah,
maybe arguably the best game of the season. What do you take away?
Yeah, after a bad start, I mean, we knew they were going to throw to 183, and they got an outstanding quarterback. I mean, he can throw the ball. He threw for 400 last year, and he was. Anytime you got a quarterback with his capability, you got a chance. And they had a couple wide receivers and tight ends that are really good. And so, we buckled down a little bit in the second quarter. That was good. The first two drives, we weren't any good at all. But you got to give them some credit too. They did a nice job. Their staff did a nice job having them ready. They played hard. And like I said, their skill guys gave them a chance. And they played hard on defense. Tyler ran it really hard. Trey ran really hard. Andrew ran hard. The guys up front did a nice job. I think our tight ends did an outstanding job, and our wide receivers blocked downfield. I don't know what we rushed for. 438, that ain't bad. But that was the difference in the game. We didn't get any turnovers, which is usually hard to win. But we controlled it with our running game.
There were a lot of two tight end sets. Just talk about those guys, and Jacob, Sean, and Gibson.
Yeah, and everybody in the stadium knows we're running it. It's they got everybody down low. But when you can run it, when they know you're going to run it and still be okay, then you got a pretty good chance to have a positive outcome. But we're used to seeing that, and we're not. It looks kind of simple, but there's more to it. And part of the thing is that we always play with 11. The quarterback is going to be a guy that can run, and so when you're playing with 11. You at least got a chance, numbers-wise, to have something positive.
How much does that help having the ability for Hale to be a threat? Not just maybe to get 3 yards, but if he finds a hole.
Yeah, he's a sneaky, athletic runner. He's strong. He's got a little stiff arm that he's got that he uses well, and he got a little bit banged up there. Thankfully, we were ahead at the end, but he's a competitive guy, and. He's kind of taking charge there, but I got a lot of confidence in Logan too, and I got a lot of confidence in Zion Turner. So we're fortunate, but you got to have good quarterback play to win, and they got good quarterback play. I thought today, and we had good quarterback play today as well.
Was him being banged up a little bit the reason that Logan came in?
Partially, yeah. If he was 100%, I may have given him one more series, because I never get comfortable. I mean, I'm like an idiot. I scream and yell 2 minutes ago, I'm like, they could still, we got to get another first down, and I'm always kind of nervous that way.
Do you think Alfred just long term?
No, yeah, I think he's a tough guy, and he just felt a little twinge or something there in his legs, but we got I know I heard Liberty lost, but they're going to be at home. It's going to be a big crowd. It's going to be a big game. We got to have a great week of preparation.
I mean, LeQuay graduated. He left last year, and Reginald came in, and he's making a really good tandem with Laletia. Just talk about those two guys. They just seem to be getting.
Yeah, I said before, our two backer play, Reggie and Laletia Hale, has been really good the last 4 or 5 games. I'm talking about really good. I mean, outstanding linebacker play. And they're big guys. They're physical guys. They're understanding the defense a little bit better. And we did a few things today differently, but we've got some areas to clean up a little bit. But they're playing hard, and that's the thing that I'm most proud of is that our standard of how hard we're going to play, no matter the score, no matter the team, no matter the time of the game, should never change. And I think just standing my vantage point, they played pretty hard. Now, I'll watch the film and see, but we take a lot of pride in that.
Defense, how much confidence does it give you when they allow 67 yards on the ground on 21 carries, just knowing you got a really tough task with their defense?
Yeah, and we knew they were going to throw the ball. It's a little different thing. Their whole thing coming into it was throw the ball to 83, throw the ball to 1, and that's what they continue to do. But this is going to be a different challenge with Liberty, with a quarterback can run and some of the option principles that they use, the triple option principles. So, we've got a lot of work to do to get ready for that.
After the first couple of games, could you see that better results were coming?
I thought it would, because I thought we had practiced better in August. So I was really kind of disappointed that the first couple of games it wasn't there. And so I wasn't panicked, but I was like, I know we're better than that. I'd seen we're better than that. But until you play it, it's just talk, you know what I mean? And so when we started doing it, probably second half of the Eastern Michigan game and then going forward from that, the confidence starts to grow. And then, I sometimes forget, it is the first year in this defense. The terminology's changed. Some of the staffing has changed, and so they had to learn that. And then, I think there's 9 new starters or something like that on defense. And now you think that's maybe the day and age of college football is that every year. You hope you can bring guys in, develop them, teach them, they get better, and then they get better next year and get better next year. But now, who knows? I mean, every year is a new year. I mean, they have a bunch of new players, but we have 60 new players on our roster. So it's kind of crazy. It doesn't make it a lot of fun as a coach, but, we're paid to do what we can with what we got, and I'm proud of our staff, and I'm really proud of our players for buying into the culture in such a quick amount of time.
Got time for one last question.
How nice was it to have Riley Green come out?
Yeah, Riley. He was hanging out, lead the team out, and it was funny. Our guys last week was on social media was calling, "Hey Riley, why don't you lead us out?" And then Riley took out of his busy schedule, as you can imagine. He's 280 days out of the year he's traveling. My buddy Paul Astorg picked him up in New York, flew him down here yesterday to Jacksonville. He came out, hang out with the team a little bit, let us out and thing, and it's just we're blessed. We have a lot of great people that are associated with Jack State, and Riley's certainly one of them, and he's a really, really good friend.
Trey, you're the first Jacksonville back to go for 200 yards on the ground since 2015. Just what's your thoughts on that?
It's amazing, but I can't take all the credit for it. I got to thank my old lineman and the coaches and stuff.
It's first since Tremaine Pope, you gonna rub it in his face a little bit?
Yeah, I already did a little bit, but he been helping me, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's give and take. I got you.
Mhm.
I got you. Just what's clicking with the offensive line lately? It seems like they just really, they've really put it together, especially, with the 2 tight end sets. It seems like you guys really thrive in those situations as well.
Yeah, they believe in what the coach is saying, and I believe they trust in one another now. So the chemistry is getting really better. It's only gonna go up from here.
Second time in 3 games, and Hufford ran for 100. Just how much does it help? Obviously, when defenses have to account for both of you on a run play, and even maybe him passing it to it.
It helps a lot because it takes all the stress off. Just focus on the running back, and Tyler, he can run the ball too. I say he's a running back, so yeah.
Laletia last year, Kawhi was a part of this offense, or the defense and linebacker, and then there were some other great linebackers you've seen. But this year, bringing Reginald in just seems like, just you guys have such a great tandem. What's you guys' relationship like? Just on and off the field, especially, when you put up these numbers as a defense.
We have a good relationship. We're a lot alike in a lot of different ways. He from Mississippi, I'm from Alabama. It's like it's like the twin state really, and it's great having him because he bring the energy and he know what it takes, to make things happen, to earn the success, and I'm real happy to have him.
Last few games, the defenses kind of used the turnovers to kind of fuel the shutdown. Now you guys just kind of dominated them outside of a few explosive plays. What worked for you guys so well tonight?
So they couldn't run the ball on us. We came with our blitzes, and we just really was relentless because they showed a lot of things that they didn't do much on film. But I feel like we adjusted and we just continue to play. When we make mistakes, we don't get down. It don't really affect us. We just keep going and keep pushing through because we know we got the players to make things happen.
For the run defense, how much confidence does it give you? Obviously, you go into a team that was, I think, top 10 going into the day in rushing offense. Just how much confidence does that give you for the next week?
For our offense or them?
Both offenses are top 10, but
Mhm.
How much does the run defense tonight, game like tonight, how much confidence does that give you guys?
I mean, we always confident in our run defense. Like that's our main thing that we know we gonna do. Like we gonna stop the run, and you gonna have to work in your pass. But our main thing, we pride ourselves on stopping run defense.
Trey, it's just the third down, conversion percentage lately has just been like light years ahead of what it was. Just what's going into those third down situations, especially in the short game that you guys excel at. It seems like these last few games.
Coach Hot Rod and Coach Rich Rod, they harp on in practice third down, look at the sticks, make sure you get the first down.
All right, got time for one more question for players. Coach.
What's the locker room like nowadays with you guys on a 4-game win streak and 3-0 in the conference?
It's up, but we always gotta maintain our level head because we know sometimes wins can get you up too high. But I feel like we got some guys that been here and we know what it takes to win. We know how it is to win. So we up, but not too up.